one more point about Jeb Bush to make my point. I was on the ground fighting for Terri Schiavo's life in 2003 and in 2005. A large part of the reason why Terri Schiavo did not die in obscurity in 2003 is because yours truly, me, I was contacted by the Schindler family, and they asked me to do whatever I could. And Bob Schindler, the dad, said, Randy, I give you carte blanche. Do whatever you want. And you can read it in their book, all right, if you want to know the role that I played. So we fought for her in 2003, created a firestorm, got a meeting with the family and Jeb Bush. I told Susie, the sister said, you're going to pick up the phone, you're going to call Governor Bush, he's going to be in there, and you're going to say, we want to meet with you or we're going to protest. She said, I can't do it. I said, trust me, he will meet with you. We met with him, and it became clear in 2003 and again in 2005 that he did not have a backbone to save this woman. He could have saved her. He had ambulances sitting around the corner, a few blocks away, just engines running, and he didn't have the guts to give the order to send them in and to take them out. Because of a little tin pot judge, Judge Greer, a godless, enemy of life judge who defied federal courts, defied Congress. I mean, the president was involved. If you look back at the history of that, it was an incredible loss, this poor woman's life. And Jeb Bush was there and didn't do anything. That's why I have such a visceral mistrust, even a contempt for this man. And when a person is a governor, you have to look at what they've done to save babies from murder. And I was a Florida resident for 5 years. Jeb Bush didn't do much, okay? Just telling you what his legacy is. Enough said about Jeb Bush. Let's continue on quickly through this list. Senator Rick Santorum, 4.3% in 6th place. Senator Marco Rubio, 3.7. Donald Trump, 3.5. He says he's more interested than ever in running. He's not fooling around. He's not just flirting. He's really considering it because he doesn't want an establishment person to get the nomination. I promise you this, Donald Trump would not be an establishment person. He'd look at people, you're fired. You're fired. Wouldn't that be fun to see a showdown between him and the Supreme Court? You have to wonder what he would do. Carly Fione ran for the U.S. Senate in 2010 in California. She was there. She got 3% of the vote. Governor Chris Christie, bottoming out, 2.8%. I'm so happy. He was the Republican favorite, the establishment favorite last year, okay? Now the flavor is Jeb Bush. Chris Christie, the other establishment guy, man, he is not doing well. Former Governor Rick Perry, 1.1%. He was there. I'm glad that he's running again. Let's see what kind of money he can raise. Governor Bobby Jindal, under 1%. Former Governor Sarah Palin, under 1%. Former Governor Mike Huckabee, under 0.5%. And then from there, former Ambassador John Bolton, you see these numbers, Senator Lindsey Graham, former Governor George Pataki. George Pataki is an enemy of all that is true and just and right. I lived in New York State, ran for political office in New York State when he was the governor there. This man is a baby-killing, treacherous Catholic. He is he is an evildoer, as the Bible calls him. Lindsey Graham, a squish. Part of the worst elements of the Republican Party is Lindsey Graham, deserving of all of our contempt. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, could it be true? Could it be true that President Obama threatened to shoot down the military jets of the Israeli Air Force? Does God judge nations? If so, why? What does his judgment look like? And is America under the judgment of God? I answer these questions and many others using the scriptures in my book called The Judgment of God. I encourage you to go to our website and download your own PDF and study the Scriptures on the judgment of God. We have put together what we call an online university for you. Now that's a highfalutin way of saying that we have a pretty significant library of material, books, tapes, videos that are there for you for free. Why are we doing this? Because America is desperate for new leaders, and because this material could help you to become the leader that you and God want you to be. Check it out and enjoy it.